Hi again guys, I'm back with another video on what appears to be just a normal L cube here. As you've probably seen in the title though, it's not exactly the case. Now what I've called it is the Ultimate / Extreme L cube. The reason for that is the inventor calls it the mixed version, which I'll be honest, I think sounds a bit dull. So I'm calling it the Ultimate / Extreme L cube. So you're probably wondering what's different about this to the normal L cube. Well, let me show you. First of all, if I try and turn this baby face here, as it's called, it won't turn. If I try and turn this baby face, it won't turn. This face turns as normal, as does this and this and this. If I turn this slice layer, you can see that it actually takes the baby face along with it. You can't turn it by itself, so those two layers are always bandaged together like that. You cannot, there's no way to turn the baby face without turning that slice layer. On this side, if I turn that slice layer, you can see that the baby face still stays where it is. So you've got two different types of bandaging going on here. What I've actually done is I've bought these pieces from Shapeways, from Evgeny Grigoriev's Shapeways shop. And you might have seen my extreme cross cube video a little while ago, where I showed this little piece that I put inside on various different edges, and that's the one where you get this slice turn. That's the one that causes this. So basically you just unscrew this centre cap, slide this onto the core and screw it back in, and that gives you this kind of edge. There's then a second kind of piece, which is this, which kind of looks basically like a normal centrepiece really, but what's actually different, if I can see my other centrepiece quickly, there it is. You can see that the only difference is the regular mass-produced centrepiece has got a kind of circular stem on it, whereas this Shapeways version has got a square stem, so that actually stops the pieces from being able to rotate around this stalk of the core, which causes those two pieces, those two layers to stick together. Oh, it's this side. Those two layers to stick together, because normally what would happen when you turn this layer, these pieces where they meet the core, they would slide around the outside of the core, and they are able to stay still. But because it's square, it takes all the pieces that are near it around with it, and so both layers turn together. These two sets of pieces together cost something in the region of about €30, I think, including delivery. So they're not cheap. Having said that, between the two sets you get 6 of each. That's going to give you a whole load of extra puzzles, and for the price of one of these puzzles you're going to be able to make probably a dozen or more extra puzzles if you're willing to do it. So I think they're, good value for money overall. It's just that this Shapeways 3D printing process is an expensive process. So yeah, I've put this cube together. I haven't scrambled it or solved it in any way whatsoever yet, so I've no idea whether it's going to be extremely difficult or fairly easy. The L cube itself is one of the fun puzzles in the series. I think I enjoy solving this quite a lot. It's not too difficult, but it's definitely fun. I enjoyed to solve it very much. So what I'll do is what I always do these days, and scramble it on camera, and then once I've hopefully solved it, I'll come back and tell you more about what I think of it as a puzzle. So yeah, here we go. I don't know how well it's going to scramble, because of course what you'd normally do on the L cube is to try and scramble the baby faces first, but because I can't actually turn either of the baby faces, that isn't an option on this one. So really I've just got to scramble it like this. But now, however, that kind of worries me, because it makes me think that maybe it's just going to be scrambled like a 3x3, but we'll see. Oh, that's interesting there now. Of course they are, yeah. Oh, I can't turn that side, okay. Yeah, it's a bit disorienting trying to be able to tell which sides I can turn, because I haven't remembered the colours of which ones do what, and obviously it's going to be the blue and the orange that are the bandaged ones. So yeah, and of course I can't now turn this slice layer because it's at all, because it's you'd normally turn the slice layer separate, and this layer stays still, but because they are now bandaged together and this baby face can't move, this slice layer now can't move because of the bandaging that you get with not on all cuboids with shape shifting, where this layer becomes bandaged to this layer. Because this layer can't move, now this layer can't move either, so that's interesting. I've got a layer that won't turn at all, so that's definitely going to be adding to exactly how you go about solving this. Oh, that's my centre cap falling off. 1 second. I don't know if it's, hopefully it's not going to do that too often. There's a little bit more tolerance in Shapeways pieces than there is in the mass-produced pieces, so hopefully it's not going to be too loose and do that all the time, because that'd be very annoying. And that's the side I can't turn. Wow, this is interesting. I don't know how this is going to be easy to solve at all. It's going to be difficult. It doesn't actually look like it's as scrambled as it would normally be, even in this state, because you've still got pieces, you know, stuck together like these two pieces and all this lot here, but they simply can't be separated with the bandaging that's going on. So yeah, I wonder if it's going to be sort of like just a 3x3 bandage solve or something like that, but yeah, we'll see. Alright then guys, I think that's as scrambled as it's going to get. I'll leave the video at that for now, and I'll get back to you with what I think of it later. Thanks very much for watching. Take care now. Bye. Okay then, so as you can see, I've got the puzzle solved now. I'm actually a bit disappointed. I thought it was going to be trickier than it was. I'm going to try this on more of the puzzles in the series, so hopefully on those it's going to add some more difficulty. But basically it's the bandaging that occurs has basically just turned this into an extended 3x3. Because you can't, as I said, I was scrambling, you can't turn this baby face and you can't turn this baby face. You can't really scramble them properly. They don't get separated from these pieces. I mean, you can do a little bit on this face, but as soon as you shapeshift it, like so, you then can't turn this face any longer. So you can't really split much up from other pieces unless I can find a way to make this face complete with pieces from this other baby face, but that's going to be quite challenging as well. It'd be like solving a 3x3 wrong, just to be able to scramble it, if that makes sense. I've got to put some blue pieces in this orange face to be able to scramble it properly, which the scrambling is going to be more difficult than the solve is in that case, I think. So yeah, it turned out to just be a basic 3x3 solve. Used these orange face as my bottom face, because I can't turn that face, especially in its scrambled state, at all, so I used that as my bottom face, and the upper two layers just sold just like a regular 3x3, so it wasn't too difficult at all. However, as I said, I'm going to try this out on the other puzzles in the series with more baby faces, in which case hopefully we will be able to scramble things properly, because I can, for example, if I did it on a T cube, I can turn, and only had two of these faces blocked as they are on the L cube, I should be able to then use this one baby face that will turn to scramble the other faces, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. I'll get back to you with a video on those when I've given it a try. Alright then guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Please watch out for my future videos, and I'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye.